All right, guys, what's going on? So it's a nice cold, like 45 degrees out today, which is awesome. So what I'm gonna do, because it's gonna start raining and I can't actually do some of the sheet metal work on the Galaxy, I'm gonna fix this actual piece of junk, but we're gonna make it not a piece of junk, and I'm gonna show you guys some really cool things on how I'm gonna take this absolutely just beaten, battered town car and make it actually look like a nice pre-owner again. So this thing is a laundry list of stuff to do. We have a desert trip in like 4 days. I'm not even prepped at all. We have new wheels, tires, suspension parts. I have a bunch of body work to do. I'm gonna make spare tire mounts, make it look like a pre-runner. I'm gonna build a rear bash bar for it, a bunch of cool stuff, some fun little things that we can do for not a lot of money. So let's get right into it. So for those guys who don't know, this is my 1992 Lincoln Town Car. It's turned into a Gambler 500 car. It has 456 gears, full spool, front suspension, Fabtech springs out of our Ford Ranger, 4-inch thick diesel bump stops, two bumpers. It's locked. It's limo tinted by Tint Man all the way around. It's got suspension seats, power recliners. Those are our new tires, full stereo, basically everything, heat, AC, pass the smog, all the goodies you'd want in a luxury pre-owner. But a few months back, somebody actually plowed into it. I had it parked on my busy street and it was just sitting right there. And it was touching the curb and somebody was doing 50 miles an hour, someone texting on their phone, and plowed right into this thing. And it became a huge debacle, like trying to figure out all the insurance and whatnot. But long story short, with insurance, the plan with this car is they ended up totaling it, if you can believe that. The damage outweighed the value of the car. Shocking, right? But because this thing only has 92,000 miles, pretty much every option luxury you could get in a town car in 1992. It is the executive series and it's a good paint option and all the other stuff. And everything in the car did work. The stereo, all the seat belts, everything that they covered in insurance, including the tire tread depth, were all very, very good in that sense. So because of that, they totaled the car and ended up sending me a cash value for it. But because it went through the person that hit me's insurance, who was nice enough and smart enough to stop, they don't take the car. They say, here's your cash value, you keep your car and you do whatever you want with it. Here's a number if you want to donate and scrap it for $300. Took that number and threw it away, and now we're left here, and so we're gonna fix it. So there's a couple things we could do. We can either body swap it with an old car, but being I have so many projects right now and no lift, that's gonna be definitely way too difficult for right now and take way too long. So for the time being, we're gonna fix what's already done. So this thing doesn't really look very good, and it's very mangled up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to the junkyard. I actually did the same thing here. This was all smashed in, which is locked right now. This car was wrapped around a tree. That's why it was turned into a race car to begin with. So there was a massive pull dent right here. I'll put a photo over. But yeah, so we went ahead and we fixed that up, and that was super easy to fix. I fixed it in like 4 hours. So I'm gonna do the same kind of thing here, but we have a lot more to do, obviously. Alrighty, so here's our new tires, new to me at least. I do have one brand new one, which is pretty nice. So these are a 32 9 50 15. What I have on the car is I think a 235 85 16. So I'm going down to the 15-inch wheel, which I can do because the town car did actually originally come with 15-inch wheels. So these are a UTV tire, but they are a DOT approved. So you can see right there, DOT. And these are actually, unlike the ones that are like 15 years old that are on the car, they are, where is it? A 2020 date code, which is pretty rad. So these things are pretty much brand new. They raced, I think, 2 races. That was it. Dude sold them to me for 300 bucks at an off-road swap meet I went to. Picked them up, and I think they'll look great on the car. And hopefully you can tell by the aggressive tread pattern, we should have a lot more traction with these, which is what I really need in this car. Because once I get into loose stuff, the thing kind of just fishtails pretty bad. So I need to get a realistic off-road tire, because you can see the corners are very aggressive on this tire versus the ones that are on it are not. And so I have a set of 15-inch, 15 by 8, I believe, black D window wheels, very similar to what's on my F100, but they're 8 inches wide instead of 10. So we'll go ahead and mount those up. We'll paint them up all nice. And I do actually have the yellow pinstripe, so I might do the NASCAR pinstripe on them just for fun, because we do have a stock car livery for this thing, which is pretty cool. But anyways, I'm waiting for Sean to bring those wheels up real quick with the old tires so we can get some dismounted and remounted. We'll throw them on the car. Nice. Let's go get some tires mounted. Hell yeah. Nice. These will look good. Are these a 15 by 8? I think so. I think they are. I don't know. I don't remember. Rim's right there. Yeah, this one was really badly dented right here. And so when we had it dismounted before, the guy mounted it to the tire machine and took a crescent wrench and pried it back, and it's almost perfect. So can't complain. I mean, it's gonna go on that, so who really cares, right? Yay. Yeah. Nice. We're at a tire shop. Gonna mount these bad boys up, see what they look like when they're done. All right, guys, so we got our tires mounted, rocking the old Coors Light. I don't know, I can't really show you on the camera right here, but we got the tires mounted. So these things came out pretty good. I'm really happy with these. It took them quite a while to actually get them mounted, which was weird, because they have like this weird like double seat thing to where they have to go up and over. The water is kind of filling it in, so you can't really see. But the lip has to it's got like a double lip. It has to pop up twice. So getting it to actually seat on these wheels was a big pain. I think that's because they have such a thick lip because they're designed for beadlocks. These tires are. So they're on. They sealed overnight. So they should be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss them on the town car, move the car over here, and get them on the car. Well, I'd say that looks pretty dang cool, honestly. I'm happy with that. This tire is a little aggressive and it looks more like a UTV tire, but it is DOT approved, 32,950. I wanted the BFG, I think they're like a KR2, I think is what they are. Those are pretty rad, but they're like $360 a tire, so I was like, no thanks. I got this whole set for 300 bucks at a swap meet. I got 5 of them, so I have a full-size spare. Although I'm gonna run these 2 spares vertically in the trunk, but I think that looks pretty good. This will get us by until we do get those BFGs later. I think this will work pretty well. I'm worried they're gonna be really, really loud, but I know based on the tread pattern, we're gonna get a lot more traction out of these, which would be nice. I'm also worried when I turn they're gonna hit the frame, but I got a hammer. Now, I must admit, this is pretty dang close, but it does clear. Ignore my belt. Nice! Let me go to this side. About as close as I'd want to get, but it does clear. Clears perfectly. This thing legit clears by like 1/4 of an inch, so if I hit a bump, it'll probably run. So eventually I'll torch that, heat it up real hot, and I'll whack it with a sledgehammer, and we'll be pretty much good. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you a little tech tip with a town car. So this belt's really annoying me. Squeaking right. Watch this. Deodorant sucks. There we go. Oh, jeez. Good as new. No more belt squeak. Good. This is just some crappy deodorant that I don't even use. Well, so much for working today. I ordered a car cover for my Fox body because you guys know I have that big massive dent in the cowl. Well, my passenger floor pan fills up with like 1 inch of water, and so I was trying to get a car cover so it would stop flooding the car, and all the water goes right to where the computer and the EEC relay is, and that's what's killing the car right now. And the rain beat the delivery guy by about that much, so that sucks. Not really sure what I want to do there. So I was gonna go to the junkyard, but I don't even think they're open in the rain, so that's cool. I have to somehow jig these up as spares. I might back the car up a little bit closer and break out the welder and try to do a couple things in between the rain, but it's not looking too promising. All right, guys, so we're gonna finish off this video with a mail time. Haven't done one of these in a long time. I've just been kind of waiting until I got enough packages where I felt like it was a reasonable time to do it. I think we have a lot, like a little bit more so. So a bunch of you guys sent me stuff a while ago and I haven't got to it. This is why, so I apologize for the advance. But we got a bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna start opening it all up. Okay, so we have like 4 things from my buddy Eugene, so thank you for sending this stuff to me. So I'm just gonna open it up all in one big bulk. Well, that's kind of cool. It's an old shop shirt. That's pretty sick. I will wear that. Rusty Nuts Auto Shop. Nice. You know me well. But it's cold out right now, but I will wear this once it heats up. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's funny. We were joking and saying I don't have any Mustang merchandise. I have F100 stuff, some Galaxy stuff. Well, not very much Galaxy stuff, but I don't have any Mustang stuff. So he sent me a Mustang 5.0 hat. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Oh, that one's cool. And second to that, more Mustang stuff, but that one's cool. This is like a really old vintage hat. It's a whole lot of pins on there. I'm really curious what car ran with this. That's kind of cool. Nice, there we go. Nice, these are perfect. I need these. Actual like hand wipes, so when I'm doing metal work, I actually don't have black hands. I can actually clean myself up. Thank you, man, appreciate it. Nice, there we go. More Fox body stuff, let's go. The American Fox body. Hell yeah, that's freaking sick. I needed the Mustang merch, so thank you, Eugene. I appreciate it. Eugene sent so much stuff. I cannot like express my like gratitude to that. The stuff always comes in handy. I use stuff I get from him all the time. So thank you, Eugene. I appreciate it. Our next one's from James Rector. Hi Craig, my name is James, big fan of your channel and I enjoy watching your videos. I make custom wallets featuring over 100 different images I thought you might like. It's nice to see you guys your age into older automobiles. I own a 1969 Mach 1 I bought in 1988, my senior year of high school. A 1990 Chevy K2500 HD, 97 Pontiac Trans Am WS6. And I hope you enjoy the wallet and please give your cousin Michael the 69 Mustang wallet. Also, I really enjoy his channel. That's About Horsepower on YouTube. You can subscribe. He just got a really cool Model A project. Definitely you should go check that out. Best of luck, James Rector. At Mankind Wallets. Put the tag up. You guys definitely go check them out. These are cool. Check these out. Look at that. That's pretty sick. These are the nice, this is the style of wallet I use. I don't use those like flat metal ones that people advertise all over the place. I personally don't like those, but these are sick. Well, that's pretty cool. You guys should go check this out. You can get a bunch of different images on a wallet. That's sick. You got an F100 right here and then an old Chevy pickup right there. Thank you, man. I appreciate these. These are cool. I'm gonna test one of these babies out. Our next one's from Roy Jeffrey. Craig, I'm not sure if this is the right size emblem for your Fox body. I hope that it is. Keep up the good work. You're keeping the hobby going. Roy Jeffrey. Okay, so I'm not really sure what emblem this is. I have a hunch. Did a really good job wrapping it. Oh, no way. Oh, this dude read my mind. It's the Ford badge. This is the bigger one that's supposed to go on the trunk, on the hatch. And I think this is the right size. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. Thank you. I've been needing this. Oh, I think this is. I'm so happy. Thank you, Roy. This has been something the car has needed for so long. I'm gonna go put this on like right after these. Thank you. Yes, that's so awesome. I've been looking for that. Try not to make this crooked. Ah, straight enough. Hell yeah. Nice. Adds like 20 grand to the value, easy. All right, next one doesn't have a name on here, but it does say it's from Highland, California. I took this VIN tag off a door that I'm putting on my F100. I remembered you collect these when I was watching your Fox Body Junkyard video. You will do more with it than I will. Keep up the good videos, Joel. Oh, rad. Okay, cool. These are actually really fun. So every time I go to the junkyard, at least most of the time, I try to go ahead and grab the VIN tags off the doors of the F100s because they're right there, and they all tell a story of the truck. And once they're in the junkyards that I go to, they'll really never come out again, unfortunately. So I like to at least kind of have it as that collection of all the trucks that I at least saw, recognized, and unfortunately they're no longer with us, but it's still pretty cool to see them. Open this up if I don't cut my finger with this incredibly sharp knife I got. All right, so I'm gonna kind of read it with you guys. So for those of you guys that have bump sides or dent sides or whatever F100, this is kind of the rule book. F10 would be an F100. F11 would be an F100 four-wheel drive. F25 would be F250. F26 would be an F250 four-wheel drive. Y is a 360 FE. R is a California San Jose built truck. And then E, and then the rest of these is, this was in the E batch of trucks, and this was truck number 93,460. That's what that says right there, so you guys can read it. So, and then this was a long bed truck, 131-inch wheelbase. I don't know the D, what color that is off the top of my head. F100, and then these are all the options. I think C was an automatic. So this, I think, would have been just a generic, I'm not sure what color, but a solid color, non-two-tone F100 long bed with a big block in it, 5-lug truck. And then whatever the DSO is, but this has the 5,000-pound GVW, which is what the F100s had. But it does have the big motor, which is kind of cool. So it's just fun. I don't know why, I just enjoy kind of going through the options, and it's like, wow, I don't have the truck in front of me, but I have this tag, and this tag can tell me a heck of a lot about it, and it's kind of cool. So thanks, man, I appreciate that. So our last one is from Steve DeWolf. Starting off with a nice F100. I like it, I like it. Short bed. Oh, we got a 300. Oh wow, look at the header on that. That's a long tube header if I've ever seen one, dang. This is my 67 F100 short bed. Okay, so I was right. I started working for a company in Oakland in 2005, and sometime in 2008 or 9, it appeared parked in the back of our facility. In 2016, I found out it belonged to my boss's son, who had parked it after his third DUI. About a year ago, my boss was trying to figure out what to do with it because he was retiring. I said I'd buy it for 200 bucks. He says the wheels and tires off it are worth 650. So I told him to take off the wheels, and I give him 200 bucks. Needless to say, I got the truck with the wheels for 200 bucks. Nice deal. Nice deal. That's a really good deal. Other than the wheels and a header which splits the 6 cylinders, it's a 240. Oh, interesting. Into duals, it's coming out behind the rear axle. The owner converted the 3 on the tree to the floor, put on a smaller steering wheel. He also pulled the stock radio for a CD player, drained the gas, and cleaned the oil, and put a new battery. And it fired up, but seemed a bit rough. That was 3 years ago. A lot has changed. So he kind of goes on to tell me about the truck and the story with it, which is really, really cool. I thank you for sharing, man. I appreciate it. That's really cool. His buddy actually put a Ford 302 from an 87 Vic in a C10 truck, so that's awesome. I think that's funny. More people should do that. It's a good meme. I was wondering if you had any ideas on where to go for used parts. I look at LKQ Pick Your Part. You can look on it online. They have an inventory. You can actually see all the trucks that they inventory in stock and what years and parts they have. They have images. That's the best place, lkqpickyourpart.com. They're all over the country, so they're really nice. Go to your local wrecking yard and ask if they might know who has something. Also look on Facebook, OfferUp, and Craigslist. Those are also places that I like to get parts. If you have a automotive swap meet or some sort of swap meet, go to it. You never know what you might find. So thank you guys a ton for all the packages. That really means a lot to me. I get blown away all the time with the stuff that you guys send me, so it's always greatly appreciated. Thank you guys a bunch. With that being said, like the video if you did enjoy it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Go ahead and get your hoodies. It's getting cold out. Support the channel, support me. It would really mean a lot to me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.